Hey everyone, we're going to learn about how to do loops and how that is powerful for your program and iterating through. So our basic setup is we have a main function, we have a for loop function, a while loop function, and a do while. There's kind of three different loops that we're going to use and different ways to set those up. And then we also have our header file, which just finds those. We should be good. So we're going to start with a while loop, and there's kind of, I guess, two main components of a while loop. The first component is our condition. So say I is equal or is less than 10. So um, while I is less than 10, we will run this. It's kind of the way I read it. So while this statement right here, some condition facing that, we will loop through. So int I equals 0. I'm going to just see out. There we go. And then we need some way to iterate this and some way to get it to 10. Otherwise, we'll be in a for loop. So if we never hit this condition, we'll just keep running it over and over again, and we'll just spam out this. So say I did I equals I plus 1. Eventually, we'll go. So I'll start with 0, then it'll go to 2, then it'll go to 3, and then eventually it'll get to 10, and we'll finish. So let's just take a look at what we got here. So gotta compile this real quick. There we go. So the reason it doesn't actually hit 10 is because we go 0. Well, 0 is less than 10. Go in. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we check 9. 9 is less than 10. We go in. Well, now we're at 10. So 10 is no longer less than 10. So we actually never go in and output 10. That's one way we do it with a while loop. Another way is we can come up here and do it with a for loop. So there's kind of two ways we can do this, and I guess I can show you both ways. So first off, we need some form of iterator. So we're going to use I, and I equals 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. So this last statement right here, I plus plus is equal to, it's pretty much the same thing. So I plus plus is just a way to iterate by 1. So we're going to remove that. And now we should have kind of the same thing. And it just cleans it up. So we do our check. We initialize it at the beginning. We can do our check here, and then we can iterate all in one. It just makes it look a little bit cleaner. And we'll also call this the for loop now. Okay, so our for loop does the exact same thing as our while loop. So that's just an easier way to clean it up. Another thing you can do to clean it up even more, you can actually declare within the for loop. So that's kind of a preference thing, whether you want to do that or not. A lot of people like to declare outside the for loop, but you also can do it inside. Okay, for our last loop, we have a do while loop, and to be honest, this loop is not used very commonly, but I'll just show you so you know. So what you do is you put in your code. So we're going to keep the same code. We're going to say do while, and then we're going to go from here and put in our condition. Give ourselves a variable. Make sure you set that to something, and as you can see, this should do virtually the same thing. So in this situation, we'll just compile. And you can see our for loop is the same, our while loop is the same, and our do while is the same. One thing to note while doing a do while is it executes the code before checking the condition. In our while loop and for loop, it actually checks the condition first and then runs the code.